January 10th, 2008. I'm Jim Davis, and today I want to talk to you about K-12 education. I've been involved in the field of education for 37 years, first as a teacher and then high school principal in inner city Los Angeles, and then as a principal and school superintendent in a suburban school district outside of Los Angeles. For the past 10 years, I've served as a leadership consultant to school districts, nonprofits, and charter schools across the country. I'm deeply concerned about the state of K-12 education today, and I don't believe that the majority of people really understand the depth of the problem. We are asking our schools to do something that they've never done before in the history of this country, and probably in the history of the world, and that is to educate all kids at a very high level. The schools weren't designed to do that. For instance, at the turn of the century, only about 2% of Americans went on through high school and on to college, and they were taught by the top 2%. That system worked pretty well for producing a high level of education for those who went to school. The rest of the folks went to elementary school, like my grandmother, maybe through 6th grade, many maybe to 8th grade. But then they were working. They were on the farm, they were in a factory, working in their small family business. But at the turn of the century, with large numbers of migrants coming into the country, with the Industrial Revolution taking place, children were taken out of the factories, put into schools, and we decided that we wanted to educate all. But no one asked the question, who will do the education? Who will do the educating? What we found is we developed a system that brought low levels of literacy, basic math, some history, some understanding of the basic civics of this country to a large number of students. But that was not a high level of education. And those who long for the good old days just don't understand that that level of education isn't good enough for the world we're in today. As we look at the economy in this country today and globally, our kids are not competitive. And probably for the first time since World War I, the children being born today will have a lower standard of living than their parents. Now, I'm not saying this to raise fear, because certainly we have enough fear-mongering, but really to raise awareness. We need to take a different look. We need a different kind of education for our young people. And that requires an openness, an open mind, an open heart to see what it really requires to educate every child in this country to a very high level.